These 14 steps that you are now about to walk, you do not take alone. I walk with you. Though you are you and I am me, we are truly one Christ. And therefore, my way of the cross 2,000 years ago and your way now are also one. But note this difference. My life was incomplete until I crowned it by my death. Your 14 steps will only be complete when you have crowned them by your life. Estos 14 pasos que ahora estás a punto de recorrer, no los das solos, camino contigo. Aunque tú eres tú y yo soy yo, somos verdaderamente uno, un solo Cristo. Y por lo tanto, mi vía crucis de hace 2000 años y vuestro camino de ahora también son uno. Pero tenga en cuenta esta diferencia. Mi vida estaba incompleta hasta que la coroné con mi muerte. Tus 14 pasos solo estarán completos cuando los hayas coronado por tu vida.
The first station, Jesus is condemned to death. There you stand before the crowd, being beaten. You never deny yourself, yet humbly accept your punishment given to you by those who witness your miracles. It is easy to look at this scene now and think, how could they have accused you and condemned you to death? All you did was to love every person you met, yet they are not alone in your condemning of you. How often do I ignore you at school in the person who no one wants to talk to? How often do my words condemn you in the way that I speak to others? It is not only the Jews of Ponipalai who have condemned you, but I stand next to them, shouting just as loud, "Crucify him." Would you please respond in the bold type of your book? Jesus, forgive me for the ways in which I condemned you and pierced others with my words. Actions, help me to love like you, learn from your example. Jesús, perdóname por las formas que condeno y traspaso a los otros con mis palabras y acciones. Ayúdame a amar como tú y aprender de tus ejemplos. The second station, Jesus carries the cross. By now you've endured a sleepless night, betrayed by your friends, and beaten that is too horrible to imagine. You've been whipped, stripped, and spitted on by countless faces, some of whom have treated you like royalty. As you enter the city, now they hand you a cross to carry. The weight of it is far more than any number of pounds we can figure. In carrying the cross, you carry the weight of our sins. How often do I forget that you carry the load for me? How often do I try to carry things on my own, not allowing you to help me? It is not only sins of the world that you carry, it is my sin, my selfishness, my pride, my anger. Each added move weight to the load. It is not only my sin you carry, but also my burdens, my worries, my fear, my sadness, my insecurity. Each you carry step by step towards Goliath, the place of the skull. Please join me in the prayer. Jesus, help me not to forgive the load that you carry for me. Give me the strength and the courage to let go of those things that separate me from you. Jesús, perdóname por las formas. Jesús, ayúdame a no olvidar la carga que llevaste por mí. Dame la fuerza y el coraje de dejar ir a esas cosas que me separan de ti. The third station, Jesus falls for the first time. As you walk the narrow streets, every movement, every jolt burns and reopens your wounds. The pain along the weight of the cross becomes too much, and you fall. In boxing, when a fighter falls and is too beaten to continue, the fight is stopped by the referee. Yet there is no one to stop the battle that you fight for us. Even though you know that it still lies ahead, you do not stop and somehow find the strength to continue. How many times have I fallen in my walk? Too many to count, I'm sure. So many times when I fall, I don't feel like getting up and trying again. There are too many temptations that I'm faced with that feel too fun and easy to do because so many around me are doing them. Please join me in the prayer. Jesus,
Jesus,
help
help me
me
to
to remember
remember
your
your courage
courage and
and perseverance
perseverance when you
when you
fell.
fell.
Give me
Give
the
me the
courage
courage
to
to
get
get
up
back
when
up
I fall.
when I
Help
fall.
me to remember that it is worth it to live as you lived. Jesús, ayúdame a recordar tu valentía y perseverancia cuando caíste. Dame el coraje para volver a levantarme cuando me cae. Ayúdame a recordar que vale la pena vivir como tú viviste. The fourth station, Jesus meets his mother. Amidst all the shouts and jeers from the crowd that move like a wave in your mind, is that you struggle to remain conscious. One voice stands out. It is too faint that you wonder if it's real. But then your eyes meet and you see her face that are not surprised that she's there for you. She has always been there for you. Her yes to the Father has been a light in the darkness, and now here in your darkest hour she is there. There are so many times that I feel alone in my struggles. It seems that no one understands what I'm going through, especially my parents, but I realize they must. How many times have I hidden things from my parents out of fear of what they would say or what trouble I'll be in when all they wanted is to love me? Please join me in the prayer. Jesus, help me to remember that I'm never alone in my struggles. Help me to see my parents as you saw yours. Help me to know their love and for me, and when things become hard between us, help me to remember the light of your mother in my life. Jesús, ayúdame a recordar que nunca estoy sola en mis luchas. Ayúdame a ver mis padres como tú vistes a tuyos. Ayúdame a conocer su amor por mí y cuando las cosas se ponen difíciles entre nosotros, ayúdame a recordar la luz de tu madre en mi vida. The fifth station. Simon helps Jesus carry his cross. The soldiers who have beaten you all day have what appeared to have a moment of compassion, yet instead their selfish motives override their opportunity for charity. They want to follow their orders to get you up to the place where you be crucified. How beaten that you look, they decide to grab Simon, a Cyrenide, out of the crowd to help you carry the cross. He follows behind you, walking in your steps, helping you move forward. You press on, knowing that the worst is yet to come. How often do I pass up an opportunity to help someone in need? Do I let what others may think of me from reaching out? Please join me in the prayer. Jesus, open my ears to hear the ways that you call me to serve. Help me to follow Simon's example of helping others. Help me to know what it means to be a true and faithful servant. Jesús, ayúdame a creer en la fidelidad y amor por mí. Dame la gracia de cumplir. Jesús, ayúdame, abre mis oídos para escuchar en las formas que me llamas a servir. Ayúdame a seguir el ejemplo de Simón de ayudar a los demás. Ayúdame a saber qué significa ser un servidor verdadero y fiel. The sixth station. Veronica wipes the face of Jesus. By now the thorns cup so deeply in your head that even seeing where you should step next is almost impossible. Up to this point, all who approach you other than your mother either shout at you or spit in your face. As Veronica approaches, she walks differently than the others. As she reaches out her hands to wipe your face with her claw, suddenly her face of compassion becomes clear. No words are necessary. Both your eyes say it all, for in that moment your dignity as a man is restored. How many times have I forgotten that each person is made in your image and likeness, and therefore deserve my respect? Do I make others object to my pleasure and ignore their humanity? Veronica courageously stepped forward and dared to treat you differently than everyone else. Could I do the same? Please join me in the prayer. Jesus, help me to see your presence in others. Give me the courage to follow Veronica's example of treating others with love, even when no one else does. Jesús, ayúdame a ver tu presencia en los demás. Dame el coraje de seguir el ejemplo de Verónica, de tratar a los demás con amor, incluso cuando nadie más lo hace. The seventh station. Jesus falls for the second time. The soldiers are enraged that you fall this time. They can't understand how Simon's help isn't enough, In their anger, they hate you again and again. Before they remember that you have to be alive to be crucified, the beating stops, but the shouts and taunts become louder and harsher. At this moment, you can stop this. You're the Messiah and have the power to reveal yourself to everyone there. But you know that it will not fulfill what is written about you. You know you must be faithful to the Father's promise to his people. Remember your love and faithfulness. You get up, and now, with your wounds full of dirt and each step embedded deeper, you keep going. How many times have I failed to follow through on my promise? Or worse yet, how often have I lied to the people I care about? How do I remember your faithfulness when I fall? Please join me in the prayer. Jesus, help me to believe in your faithfulness and love for me. Give me the grace to follow through on my word unto others. Help me to be a person of integrity. Jesús, ayúdame a creer en tu fidelidad y amor por mí. Dame la gracia de cumplir mi palabra a los demás. Ayúdame a ser una persona íntegra.
The eighth station. Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. Their wailing sounds like a funeral. They cry and weep as if already dead, while air still passes through your lungs and your heart still beats to them. To them, you are dead. They know you're on your way to be crucified, and because of the beating you have endured, you're already looking like you should not be breathing at all. Yet in this moment, consumed by death, you speak words of life and say, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me." Do I listen to your words in my life? How often have the things I watched or listened to led me away from you? Have I allowed the gospel of life to reign in my heart? Jesus, help me to listen to your words of life. Show me the ways I can put you first. Jesús, ayúdame a escuchar tus palabras de vida. Muéstrame formas en las que puedo ponerte en primer lugar. The ninth station. Jesus falls for the third time. Again you fall, this time for sheer exhaustion. Only your will presses you forward, while your body refuses. How difficult it must be you, fully God and fully man. God knows that this has to be finished, and that this is not yet complete. Man feels excruciating pain, and every bone in your body wants to stop, right here, and move no further. Somehow, both joined together, and you muster the strength to get up. You vow to not fall again, because now you see the place they are leading you to. You know the end is close, and so you press on. How many times have I let my flesh win over my spirit? How often have I chosen to sin rather than to follow your way? Was it my sin that became too heavy that you failed this third time? Jesus, help me to follow your ways. Help me to remember your victory over my sin. Give me the grace to recognize when I sin, desire to sin no more. Jesús, ayúdame a seguir tus caminos. Ayúdame a recordar tu victoria sobre mi pecado. Dame la gracia de reconocer cuando peco y el deseo de no pecar más. The 10th station. Jesus is stripped off his garments. In some ways, to get to this point is a relief because you know this is almost over. In other ways, it is terrifying because you know the worst pain possible for man to endure is still waiting for you. By now, your bloody cuts have dried into your garments. Because of this, they act as a layer of skin for you, since so little of your own remains. As the soldiers strip you bare, it is not the nakedness that is painful, but rather the vicious tearing of your own skin. The cuts that had closed now reopen, and once again a river of blood runs all over your body. You are stripped of your dignity as a man, for even animals are given a swifter and less painful death. How often have I judged others by the way they look or what they are wearing? Do I find my own self-worth and self-identity by the clothes I wear or the way I look? Jesus, help me to look past the outside of others. Help me to not to judge them by how they look or what they are wearing. Help me to find my self-worth and identity in you. Jesús, ayúdame a mirar más allá del exterior de los demás. Ayúdame a no juzgarlos por cómo se ven, por lo que visten. Ayúdame a encontrar mi autoestima y identidad en ti. Please kneel. The 11th station. Jesus is nailed to the cross. Lying down on wood is not foreign to you. The first place you were laid when you came into this world was a wooden manger. There you were laid in love, and now it is out of love that you lay here on this wooden cross. The soldiers pull your right arm beside you, then a horrific pain flows through your entire body. Again, the nail is driven into your other hand, and the pain jolts your entire body. Pain shoots up your legs as they nail your feet. In reflection, I am angered by the soldiers. I can't understand why they are doing this to you, and yet what is hardest to realize is that not only am I in the crowd watching all of this, but I'm also one of them nailing you to the cross. How many times has my sin become a strike of nail into your body? How often do I turn away from your mercy? Jesus, I'm sorry for nailing you to the cross with my own sin. Help me to seek your forgiveness and mercy for the times I sin. Jesús, ayúdame a no olvidar nunca tu amor por mí. Jesús, me arrepiento de haberte clavado en la cruz con mi propio pecado. Ayúdame a buscar tu perdón y misericordia por las veces que peco. The 12th station. Jesus dies on the cross. Above your head is the inscription, King of the Jews. As you use every last ounce of life left in you to lift your body so that you can speak, you do not look the part, yet every word out of your mouth is one of love, truly from another kingdom. The faces of all humanity must flash before your eyes as one by one you recount whom you are doing this for. And finally you say, Father, into your hands I commend my spirit. It is finished. You breathe your last, and it looks as though this is the end. Jesus, help me to never forget your love for me. Help me to know that you died for me. Fill me with comfort in knowing that I never suffer anything that you don't understand. Jesús, ayúdame a no olvidar nunca tu amor por mí. Ayúdame a saber que moriste por mí. Llena de consuelo al saber que nunca sufro nada que no entiendes. The 13th station. Jesus is taken down from the cross. The first arms that held you in this world are also the last. Your mother was told a sword would pierce her heart the day she presented you as an infant to the Father. Now, as she holds your body that is mangled beyond recognition, she sees not only the man she now holds, but also the child she held, and her heart is pierced. Your comfort to her will come, but in this moment she has only the Father to be with her in her sorrow and pain. All hope seems gone. How many times have I lost hope in you? How often have I doubted your ability to be God in my life over all things? Jesus, help me to trust in you. Help me to place all of my hope in you and give me peace in knowing that you are Lord over all things. Jesús, ayúdame a confiar en ti. Ayúdame a poner toda mi esperanza en ti y dame paz a saber que tú eres el Señor de todas las cosas. The 14th station. Jesus is placed in the tomb. You are laid to rest by Joseph of Arimathea, Mary Magdalene, Mary your mother, and a few other women. As your body is anointed, Mary Magdalene remembers your eyes penetrating her heart. Tears stream down her face, along with the others. There, as they too remember your love, they wrap your body in clean linens, and as they lay in the new tomb, the stone is rolled over the entrance, and now, it is surely, is the end. Up to this point, death is final. While those you have lived with, laughed with, and cried with are in their highest sorrow, believing all is over, you are conquering sin and death. How many times has death felt like the end? When I've lost a loved one, it can be so hard to remember your victory. How often do I miss the opportunities to say, I love you to those special people in my life? Do my family and friends know how I feel about them? Jesus, help me to always remember that death is not the end. Give me the strength to say the words, I love you, to those people in my life that I love. Help me to love every person, not just in words, but also with my actions. Jesus, I love you, I need you, and I trust you. Jesús, ayúdame a recordar siempre que la muerte no es final. Dame la fuerza para decir las palabras te amo a aquellas personas de mi vida que amo. Ayúdame a amar a cada persona, no solo con mis palabras, sino también con mis acciones. Jesús, te amo, te necesito y confío en ti. Amen.
As I told you at the start, my life was not complete until I crowned it by my death. Your way is not complete unless you crowned it by your life. Accept each moment as it comes to you, with faith and trust that all that happens has my mark on it. A simple fire, this is all it takes. A breathing of your heart, I will it, Lord. So seek me not in far places. I am close at hand. Your workbench, office, kitchen, these are altars where you offer love, and I am with you there. Go now, take off your cross, and with your life, complete your way. Como les dije al principio, mi vida no estaba completa hasta que la coroné con mi muerte. Tu camino no está completo a menos que lo corones con tu vida. Acepta cada momento como viene a ti, con fe y confianza en que todo lo que sucede tiene mi marca en él. Un simple fiat, esto es todo lo que se necesita. Un soplo de tu corazón. Lo quiero, Señor. Así que no me buscas en lugares lejanos. Estoy cerca. Su banco de trabajo, oficina, cocina, son altares donde se ofrece amor. Y yo estoy con ustedes allí. Ve ahora, toma tu cruz y con tu vida completa tu camino.
Come up here. You okay, Jesus? Yeah. You're alive. That's good. Come up. We'd like to thank Ms. Marie and the children from our confirmation class for putting these stations together. Don't fall now. Wait, hold on. We can't see Jesus. Go in the front, Jesus. You're the important person here. Wait, they're taking a picture, so. Thank you, everyone, for coming.